It is official. The OKC Thunder have officially swept the LA Lakers after a close game. 115-110, down to the wire. Mike, I know we kind of talked about it, but it's officially over, the season. What are your takeaways from it?
We went, honestly, a lot farther than I thought we were going to go. I thought there was a lot of kind of like holes in the Lakers in the regular season, especially defensively. They cleaned that up a lot. Just the supporting cast around Luka didn't feel like it was the perfect fit. However, during the course of the season, it looked a lot better. The Lakers were one of the better teams. I felt defensively they were doing their thing. Luka was on an MVP kind of trajectory. And then once the injuries kind of happened, felt like a lot of hope was kind of drained out of the season. And it's a blessing and a curse because the Rockets, like going into the series, we kind of all picked the Rockets to beat the Lakers. There's no Luka, so you're going to pick the Rockets. And the Rockets kind of folded like a lawn chair. Mm-hmm. And I think that kind of brought some hope back into it, but it's OKC. How are you going to beat OKC? No, not without your best player. And honestly, I've been saying it all series. If you have to play OKC, it's got to be 48 minutes of basketball. Even when the Lakers tried their hardest, they just can't pull out the full game. And it showed for four games out the series.
Do you think if Luka played, you guys have a true chance in the series, or just like we take one or two?
I think we take one or two. It's a lot to like jump on board that we just overtake the series of Luka's there. Even when we played them in regular season, there was a lot of times where OKC just gave us fits. Luka and Austin Reeves have a problem where like they turn the ball over a lot, so I don't think that was just fixing the problem all the way. So
How you feel about Ric Flair nowadays?
Wow.
Ric Flair been going on his little media tour anti-Luka about him not playing through his injury.
I seen some people saying that. I don't think it was worth the risk to come back.
Derek,
Ric Flair ain't
Ric Flair?
He ain't no basketball knowing guy.
He explained why he said that.
Because he took some type of shot and
he said I took a shot and I played with I wrestled a full match with a broken ankle before, so
Good for him.
Yeah.
And I'm a Ric Flair guy. I got Ric Flair on my set behind me for YouTube.
Just
I like
because
Ric
it
Flair.
worked out for you don't mean it's going to work out for the next person.
He also
especially
didn't make $50 million.
yeah. True.
Because if he did, he probably wouldn't have played on that ankle. Because you talking to
Yeah, you're right. He probably definitely wouldn't have.
he spent more on Rolexes and malt liquor. Shout out to Ric Flair, man. The what?
The Nature Boy.
There you go. I'm going to name a player from the Lakers. Mike, you tell me if you want him back on the roster next season.
Bet.
LeBron James, free agent this upcoming offseason. Do you want him back?
I would love LeBron James back, just not on that contract.
Austin Reeves, also a free agent this offseason. You want him back?
Bring him back.
For Max?
Max him for whatever you need.
Really?
Tyrese Maxey him.
Luka and Austin. Get what y'all need.
Rui Hachimura.
Yes, I would love for Rui to be back.
I think he's gone.
I think he kind of increased
I think his contract's around like 15.
Somebody gonna try to get him.
If it's 15-13, Mike, GG's, buddy, because he played way above that this season. He's at 15 this season.
Okay.
Might be Tobias Harris replacement. If Detroit, they're gonna bring back Tobias Harris.
I'm sorry, he's at 18 this season, but unrestricted.
18?
Unrestricted, though.
I'm just joking, by the way, Piston fans.
Jackson Hayes.
I would love Jackson Hayes back as a backup.
Okay. What about DeAndre Ayton, the starter over there?
Nah. That's
Because
something
then
else.
Hayes becomes your starter at that point. I mean, he basically was a starter yesterday. He didn't start, but he played
all
the
the
game.
minutes,
Yeah.
And then do y'all think y'all can go out in free agency and find another center that y'all can rejuvenate?
I think so.
The center free agency market isn't that crazy going into this offseason. A lot of them, all of them are really all locked up.
Or restricted guys.
Yeah. I think that's the number one option is you aggressively pursue a center. I think probably thinking they're going to draft a center too. Like, I think they do take a lot of shots at centers if they don't try to go get a wing or something like that. But you have to kind of like, I think you have to be careful because you don't want to just like get projects. You want to get something for the right now. So cool on the draft. I'd rather invest and get a really big center instead of all the other stuff.
How you feel about Nick Richards? I know you was high on him.
Nah, I'm good.
That's a smart man.
He's a free agent?
He is a free agent. We need a little something back, a little sign and trade to make it work for you.
You know, you want to know something crazy, Mike? Luka don't be needing names.
He doesn't.
I'm not saying that Nick Richards needs to be our starting center, though. But I'm just saying, like,
No.
if y'all did get him as like one of those backup guys,
He started shooting threes at the end of the season. Don't sleep.
Luka can turn water to wine. I mean, no shot at these guys that I'm naming, but like Dwight Powell, you know, and some of those guys looked a lot better when they were on the floor with Luka.
You know,
So
I'm jumping the gun a little bit because I'm thinking about what they could do draft wise if they do go big or they try to get like a wing or something.
Did I
Like
have a
three.
pick this year?
I'm pretty sure it's like a late like 25.
Okay.
So they do have a pick. I'm right with you when they just don't need they don't need the biggest star. I think it would definitely help, especially if you can get somebody not just a lob there, but a defensive anchor.
For
I
sure.
think that's really big for the Lakers, especially just seeing what DeAndre Ayton was kind of missing out on in the rebounding point. But Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, those weren't big names really at all until Luka was right next to him. So
And they now since he's gone, they're not big names at all.
so I'm really on the fence of like, do we really invest everything into a center?
I do like drafting one
Or
because
we
then
just
you
draft?
get to mold somebody.
Yeah.
It's you're not looking at him right away, and you get to allow him to learn on how to become what Luka is looking for. And you got some guys that ain't necessarily, you know, I mean, you do got some one and done guys in the draft, but you got Krivas
at
from
25, I'm not
Arizona.
too worried about a one and done.
You got Visar from North Carolina. Like, you know, there's some options.
He
there.
measured out well yesterday too. So no on DeAndre Ayton.
No.
What about Luke Kennard?
Yeah. I would take Luka Kennard back.
Marcus Smart. He got a player
Yes.
option for $5 million.
Yes, he's taking that.
You'd be smart to do so.
Jared
Y'all think he
Vanderbilt.
takes that?
I would be surprised if he took it.
Yeah,
At $5
I think
million?
he opts out of that and he goes into free agency. I think he's played above $5 million.
I think he has to.
sure.
So yeah, y'all might lose him this summer.
Vando.
He's gone.
Jake LaRavia.
Isn't he under contract still?
Yeah,
But they can still move him.
He's gone. Gone.
Then game 3, Maxi Kleber checked in, and I was like, I forgot you even existed.
He
Hey,
did
he
so
stayed
last
ready,
night
though.
in the
He did so
most
last
crucial
night, yeah.
possession of the game as well. Hey, Rui, come sit your hot ass
I
down.
was telling them before you got here that last night I'm watching Lakers Thunder. I very rarely watch basketball in bed. Marcus Smart gets that and one with 40 seconds ago. I said, let's go, Marcus. And then I fell asleep at a drop of a hat, and I missed the rest of the game.
I'm still failing to
Yes,
understand
but
how that
I
happened.
said, let's go, Marcus. And I don't remember anything that happened after that.
Damn.
And I woke up this morning like, who won? Like, I don't even know who won when I woke up. So
Yeah,
it's just
man.
weird.
Rui led them in scoring in the fourth, and they told his ass.
Do you like?
Comes
do
in
you
half.
think you remember you were hyped, or maybe it was like in bed, like let's go.
No, because
and
this
you were
morning
just
again,
asleep.
I talked to my wife, and she was like, "You were talking, and then you fell asleep immediately." That's never happened to me.
You
before.
drinking water? You ain't drinking Pepsi and stuff?
Nah, I've never drank
It's
a
that
Pepsi.
phone.
You never had Pepsi in your life?
No, let me stop. But I haven't had it in my adult life. I don't think it's that phone. See, when I get into bed, my phone is 15 feet away. I can't even reach for it if I wanted to.
Not me.
But so that's your team.
I'm
You
gonna watch
basically-
me some Austin Rivers highlights or something.
Yeah, you know I'm cool with that. I heard a lot of people was interested to come to LA to play with Luka, so
like Dwight Powell.
hey, he was a dog. He was a dog with Luka.
I don't think the upcoming free agency class is that decent either. And that's usually what the Lakers.
It's hard to know
comprise.
because a lot of guys just end up
yeah.
going back.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves to command up to $40 million a year in free agency, according to Athletic. While teams and league sources believe that the Lakers and Reeves will eventually land on a contract that makes sense, the door for Reeves to walk is open should he get a big offer elsewhere.
I wouldn't be mad at him if he went and took his money.
Him,
Just-
Smart, and LeBron combined for 18 of the 19 turnovers last night.
Yeah,
Reeves
that's on brand.
had 8.
you know the
Smart
game
had
before
6.
that, I think Austin had like 5 or like we had a bunch of turnovers too.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves was like, man, it's OKC. Everybody turned everybody got turnovers.
I feel him.
He said everybody got turnovers.
I feel him.
Luka reportedly does not want the Lakers to trade Austin Reeves in a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade.
Yeah,
Luka sound like a damn fool.
Yeah.
that was the only
This
person
is why
early in the
this is why you
season.
don't let players run your organization.
He is supposed to say that though.
Bro, they best friends. They like best friends.
Oh, you be hanging with them?
Yeah,
Why
I
you ain't
do.
invite me?
cause 3's enough.
Wait. Okay, so Luka feels the way. How do you feel?
About Austin Reeves?
Slash Giannis. Even though that's so unlikely, it's crazy. But you would trade Austin Reeves if you get back Giannis, right?
I would.
In a heartbeat.
I'm mad you even looked at the ceiling to think about it.
Earlier this season, when Austin Reeves was on his way up, like we started seeing him go crazy and stuff like that, and we've seen people talking about like what his value could be. Giannis was the only person I was like, I would take Giannis for Austin Reeves. At that point, we just keep Austin Reeves.
I would take Giannis for Austin Reeves.
It's a good team.
I would trade Austin Reeves if Giannis was in the deal. That sounds a lot better, don't it?
I want to say shout out to Coach JJ Redick. This is one of the best coach sweeps I've ever seen. They basically turned Shea into like he was averaging 22 points per game in the series. That's a really bad point per game series
It's
for
gonna fly
Shea.
under the radar because people gonna just look at me like, yeah, Lakers.
they got
But I
swept.
was saying last night when I was recapping this, like, man, the Lakers was doing their thing.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
For halves.
Now, can you imagine?
And
if
that
they
showed
can,
how good OKC is because I was applauding y'all to try to find some way to give y'all credit, even though y'all was losing by 18. You still hanging on in the
Hey,
first
we
half.
tried. It's OKC. You got to do the best you can.
What I always say, Mike, one thing you're going to do in life when you play sports or anything competitive, you're going to do what? You're going to lose. It's not about losing. It's what?
How you lose?
It's how you lose. It's how you lose. And I thought the Lakers lost in a way that made them look.
Hey, that's how LeBron felt. He
Look
said he
good.
left it out on the floor.
That's all you can ask for. They just didn't match up talent-wise.
I was hoping that he gave us another "It's just basketball" quote. Remember he said that a few years ago. It's just basketball.
I would have felt him because, like, I would have felt him on that.
Yeah.
But because, like, people be taking.
Yeah, can you be the GOAT if you get swept at age 41?
I definitely like how at the end he said, "I damn sure don't look at this season for me like as a failure."
How you be feeling when people like they just got swept when people hit you like mental health check, but how you feel?
Man, I've seen that all on the time.
That's why I agree with LeBron on that. Where it's like, bro,
First of all, once you seen it was 3-0 against OKC, if you really thought it was going to be
once you seen it was
glorious-
Yeah. I mean, LeBron literally said we're missing somebody that's averaged 34. There's no way we're going to win.
Once I seen Lakers Thunder, I was like, oh,
I think you just got to be happy again for the moments against the Rockets. For this
yeah, for sure.
Maybe one day Rob Pelinka can build a good team for JJ Redick and y'all have a chance to win a championship. It's a lot of pressure for Rob Pelinka this offseason. How much money did Reeves get? How much money LeBron get? How can we improve the roster? He got an extension based on his best friend gifting him one of the greatest players ever.
Yeah.
But now it's time to really make some money.
Yeah. Rob, important offseason for you.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.